Hello everyone. Today we will discuss about double sideband amplitude modulation receiver experiment. So aim of this particular experiment to perform double sideband amplitude modulation reception using amplitude modulation receiver. So here in front of us, that is first we have a kit, that is transmitter trainer kit, that is double sideband oblique single sideband amplitude modulation transmitter kit. Next we can observe the kit is we have double sideband oblique single sideband amplitude modulation receiver trainer kit, and we have to both the signals we can with the help of CRO we can observe it. Okay, so as previously said, like we are going to perform the double sideband amplitude modulation receiver experiment. So in this particular experiment, what are the different blocks are available? That is first radio frequency amplifier. First we are going to transmit the antenna signal from with the help of antenna, and that input we can provide to RF amplifier, then it will provide to the mixer, then IF amplifier. Now again we are transmit this same signal to IF amplifier, intermediate frequency signal amplifier. Then we can provide to this particular signal to diode detector, and from diode detector to audio frequency amplifier. With the help of loudspeaker we can listen this particular output. Okay, so this is the block diagrams we are using. Now here the concept is, as previous experiment you know, double sideband amplitude modulation transmitter, where we can with the help of audio oscillator we can provide our input signal. With the help of these entire blocks, what are the blocks are available, here we can observe the output of this particular amplitude modulation output. Okay, and that output signal we are going to transmit with the help of this particular through wired. Okay, so this is the transmitter output and this one is the receiver input. Okay, so that whatever modulating signal we are going to transmit, that modulating signal we are going to receive with the help of in this particular audio amplifier. Here the loudspeaker also mentioned. Okay, so here if you are on the loudspeaker, we will observe the our input sound as well as the output sound also. Okay, so before that, first we will check what is our audio signal or what is our input signal. Okay, so that audio signal we are going to observe first. Okay, now here in transmitter itself audio signal is there. Here is headphone. With the help of this particular headphone point we can provide the audio signal also. Okay, so now at present we will provide the audio signal with the help of this loudspeaker. So now you can hear this particular sound. Okay, this particular input signal we are going to transmit. Okay, or that audio signal we are going to transmit. At the same time, what is the audio through audio oscillator, what is the input signal, that we can observe with the help of CRO. So this is our input audio signal. You can observe here in this particular audio signal the input signal total amplitude you can observe here. Okay, so at the same time that input signal we are going to transmit with the help of this particular channel. Okay, so now I will open the receiver output loudspeaker also. Okay, now you can observe both the voice. Okay, that is input audio signal we can transmit easily with the help of this particular channel, and we can easily transmit to this output. Okay, so I will off this particular audio signal right now. Okay, now we will check what is this in this particular receiver kit we have connected the another channel for CRO. Okay, you can observe this another channel output we can connected to this particular audio amplifier. Okay, so this is our input signal. Okay, now this particular output signal we are received from in this particular channel 2. Okay, so you can observe these are the different blocks are available. So before start this particular experiment, first we should know what are the different blocks are available. At the same time, in this particular, what is the different conditions for these entire blocks. Okay, so you can observe here in double sideband amplitude modulation receiver. Okay, so first the basic concept of the DSB AM amplitude modulation receiver, that is the receiving antenna operates in the reverse mode to the transmitter antenna. The electromagnetic wave strikes the antenna and generates a small voltage in it. Okay, so ideally the receiving antenna must be aligned to the polarization of the incoming signal. So generally a vertical transmitting antenna will be received best by using a vertical receiving antenna. So here the actual voltage which is generated in this antenna is very small, usually less than 50 millivolts, and often you can observe a few microvolts also. Okay, so the voltage supplied to the loudspeaker at the output of the receiver up to 10 volts. Okay, so that 10 volts output also we can observe from with the help of CRO. Okay, so we can observe the need of lot of amplifications. Okay, so here there are different blocks are available. So one by one we will check what is the role of this particular different blocks. Okay, so first RF amplifier. So RF, that is radio frequency amplifier. Okay, so the antenna not only provides very low amplitude input signal, but it picks up all available transmission at the same time. So this would mean that receiver output would include all the various stations on top of each other, which would make it impossible to listen to any one transmission. Okay, so the receiver circuits generate noise signal which are added to the wanted signals. So we hear this background voice. Okay, we already listened that background voice. Okay, so background hits are particularly noticeable if the receiver is tuned between station or if a weak station is being received. At the same time, the RF amplifier is the first stage of amplification. It has to amplify the incoming signal above the level of the internally generated noise, and also to start the process of selecting the wanted station, rejecting the unwanted ones. Okay, so this is the one specification for the RF amplifier. Now here you can observe we have a mixer. Okay, so what is the role of mixer? Obviously you can observe the mixer we have, you can observe we have a one more block for this particular mixer, that is the local oscillator. Okay, so here we have a local oscillator block also. Okay, I will just draw this particular local oscillator block. So what is the role of mixer? Mixer is the combination of both local oscillator as an input, at the same time RF amplifier inputs. Okay, so both signal can be combined with the help of mixer. So what is the role, exact concept of mixer? Okay, from local oscillator we receive the input oscillating signal, and from the RF amplifier our modulating signal we received. Okay, so now the mixer performs a similar function to the modulator in transmitter. Okay, that the transmitter modulator accept the information signal and its carrier frequency, and it produce the carrier plus an upper and lower sideband. Okay, the mixer in the receiver combines the signal from RF amplifier and frequency input from the local oscillator to produce three frequencies. Okay, so what are the three frequencies? First one is a difference frequency of local oscillator frequency, that is RF signal frequency. A sum frequency equal to local oscillator frequency plus RF signal frequency, that is second one, and third one is a component at the local oscillator frequency. So here you can observe the mixer, two signals to produce such component is called heterodyne process. Okay, so this particular process we can call as the heterodyne process. At the same time, when this is carried out the frequency which are above the audio spectrum called supersonic frequencies. Okay, so the type of receiver is called as a super heterodyne receiver. Okay, so once again I will tell you what is the concept of heterodyne, what is the concept of supersonic, and what is the concept of super heterodyne. In mixer there are two signals to produce such component is called heterodyne process. when this is carried out the frequency which are above the audio spectrum called the supersonic frequencies. The type of this particular receiver we can call it as super heterodyne receiver. Okay. So now you can observe one more the high frequency and lower frequency concept I will show you with the help of this particular I think already I have explained in this particular explain the amplitude modulation receiver concept. Okay, so once again I will show you this particular high frequency and low frequency. Here you can observe the IF frequency, RF frequency and local oscillator frequencies. Okay, so in x-axis that is frequency in kilohertz, in y-axis you can observe that is amplitude in volts. Okay, so now the receiver concepts you can observe this particular section. Okay, so DSP amplitude modulation receiver block. Okay, so after that you can observe after mixer there are two IF frequency amplifier. Okay, so IF that is intermediate frequency amplifier. Okay, so IF amplifier in this receiver consists of two stage. You can observe two IF amplifier we are using. Okay, so two stage of amplification and provides the main signal amplification and selectivity. Now operating IF frequency, operating at a fixed IF frequency means that the design of the amplifiers can be simplified. If it is not for the fixed frequency, all the amplifiers may need to be tunable across the whole range incoming RF frequencies. Okay, so it would be difficult to arrange all the amplifiers to keep in step as they are retuned. In addition, we can say the radio must select the wanted transmission and rejects all the other signals. To do this, bandpass of all stage must carefully controlled. Each IF stage does not necessarily have the same bandpass characteristics. The overall response is very important here. You can observe the final output, if we are observing in the IF amplifier, we have a 455 kilohertz. Okay, so that range of frequency which is amplitude modulated by the wanted audio information. Okay, after that double stage of IF amplifier output we can provide to the diode detector. So now what is the role of diode detector? The function of the diode detector is to extract the audio signal from the signal at the output of the IF amplifier, which performs task in a very similar way to a half wave rectifier converting from AC input to DC output. Okay, so now this particular diode detector, okay, you can observe the concept of diode detector output also I will show you. Okay, in this particular figure, this is the concept of diode detector diagram. You can observe we are using the diode. Okay, input signal we can provide, output we are observing both capacitor and resistor we are connected. So this is the basic circuit for this particular diode detector. Okay, so later on the diode detector output we can provide to the AF amplifier, that is audio amplifier. Okay, so now at the input the audio amplifier, a low pass filter is used to remove the IF ripple and a capacitor blocks the DC voltage level. Okay, in this particular figure, that figure you can observe in the diode detector we are using one resistor and one capacitor. So what happened, the low pass filter is used to remove the IF intermediate frequency ripple factor and a capacitor which blocks the DC voltage level. Okay, so it's results of the information signal passing through this diode detector and the audio amplifier which we can listen with the help of loudspeaker. Okay, so now come to this particular kit. Okay, here you can observe this is our input signal. With the help of this particular input signal we can observe here this is our input signal. Okay, so I will show you once again in this CRO. This is our input signal. We need to calculate the total amplitude as well as the total time period for this. Okay, now I will we will check the first transmitter, which signal we are going to transmit. Okay, so this is the output of transmitter. Now we can connect this. You can observe this is our output of double sideband amplitude modulation. Okay, so now we can observe with the help of this particular channel, okay, that is wired channel, okay, through cable we can transmit the signal from transmitter to receiver, okay, and this is the tuning point, okay. So now I will we can observe first our output signal, okay, that is with the help of cable, okay, we can observe the audio amplifier output, okay. Before that, if this I have already set this particular tuning into 30, okay. So this output we can provide with the help of local oscillator, okay. So what are the blocks are available? RF amplifier, mixer, IF amplifier, two double stage of IF amplifier, okay, is there, okay. And then later on diode detector, this is the block of diode detector, and later on you can observe the audio amplifier and it's a loudspeaker block, okay. So these are the different blocks are available for this receiver kit. Now we need to calculate the this is our the channel 1, okay. So this one is the you can observe this one is the our amplitude modulation output, and this one is the our output of audio amplifier output, that is our original input signal. So we need to calculate this particular amplitude double sideband amplitude modulation receiver signal, okay.